Good morning, children. Welcome back to my class. I hope you have been able to follow what we have been doing so far. Today, we are going to look into grammar. Before we go into it, let's recap and revise what we have done so far. Well, children, I have a question for you. What are nouns? Yes, nouns are names of persons, places, animals, birds, or things. In other words, we can say that nouns are naming words. Now, there are certain words that we may use to describe these nouns. They are known as adjectives. Adjectives give us more information about the nouns. Hence, they are known as describing words. Now, let's learn more about these adjectives. Here I have got some sentences. I want you all to find out the adjectives in these sentences. First, Tom is a tall boy. What is the adjective over here? Yes, tall, as it describes the boy. Now, what is the adjective in this second sentence? Mumbai is a big city. Very correct. Big, as it describes a city. In the third sentence, what do you think is the adjective? Yes, small, as it describes the cat. So these are the words that were describing the boy, city and cat. Hence they are known as adjectives. Now children, what you have to remember is that these adjectives can also be used to make comparisons. We can use them at varying level to compare persons, places, animals, birds or things. Let's look into that. Here I have a worm and I can say that this is a small worm. When I compare it with a red bug, I find that the red bug is smaller than the worm. But when I compare with the ant, I find that the ant is the smallest among the three. So here I've got three adjectives at different levels: small, smaller, smallest. Next, here there is a fruit, a pineapple. I can describe it as a big fruit. But when I compare it with a watermelon, I find the watermelon is bigger than the pineapple. However, when jackfruit enters in, we find that the jackfruit is the biggest among the three fruits. So here, big, bigger, biggest. In the next one, we have a girl whom I can describe as a fat girl. Now, when I compare it with a lady, I find that this lady is fatter than the first one. However, when I compare with another lady, I can say that this lady is the fattest among the three. So here I have got fat, fatter, fattest. Next, there is a boy. I can describe him as a tall boy. There is another boy who appears to be taller than the first one. But the third boy is the tallest among all the three. So here I've got tall, taller, tallest. In the next picture, we have a girl who is very lovely. So lovely describes the girl. But the second girl appears to be lovelier than the first one. Whereas the third girl is the loveliest among all the three. So here we got lovely, lovelier, loveliest. Next, there's a happy child. Happy is a word describing her. The second girl appears to be happier than the first one. Whereas the third child appears to be the happiest. So here we got happy, happier, happiest. Now, from all these things, we understand that adjectives are describing words, and when we use them for comparisons, at the first level, we add er to the main word, like tall, taller, big, bigger. However, if the word ends with y, we change the spelling. We remove that y and instead of that, we add ier. Like happy will become happier. And when we compare it in the next level, we add est. Tall, tallest. Big, biggest. Here too, if the word ends with y, the y will change into iest when we change it into the third level. Happy, happiest. Hoping that you have understood the basic rules, you have to keep in mind that there are certain words where you cannot make these changes. You cannot add er or est. As in good, it changes into better and the best. Same way, if we have adjective bad, we can't say badder. We have to say worse and worst. Now, hoping that you have understood what we have done, here are certain exercises which are there in your Marigold textbook on page number 5. Let's look at them. Tiny, tinier, tiniest. Big, bigger, biggest. Sleepy, sleepier, sleepiest. Lovely, lovelier, loveliest. Late, later, latest. Round, rounder, roundest. Small, smaller, smallest. Good, better, and best. So these are the adjectives at different levels. So we can understand that we have used these adjectives for at varying level for comparison. Hence they are known as degrees of comparison. I hope my dear children have been able to follow, and now you can easily change the adjectives at varying degrees. So thank you children. Hope you had a nice session and enjoyed every bit of learning here. Thank you.